Hello guys, welcome back to the jQuery mobile tutorial or crash course. So guys, in the last tutorial I showed you where you can get jQuery, how you set up the files. So as you can see in our head section we included the files. That's all we need for this tutorial. So in this video we are going to be setting up pages. How do you set up jQuery pages? That's what you're going to be looking at. Now, in the normal HTML you're doing, because I hope you're new to what we are talking about. If you are not new, I guess you also know how to set up pages. So, in the normal HTML when we want to create different pages, we create different files. Like, if you want to create about page, you say about.html. You want to create a contact page, you write another file called contact.html or .php, wherever you want to save it into. So any file extension that is well off with the websites. Now the special thing about jQuery mobile, you use only one HTML file to set up the whole pages. So let's create a first page here. To create a page, you first have to write a div. I'm using a div, others can write headers, what, and so on. So I will create a div, and I'm going to give this one a data role, an attribute of a data role of page. So this is our first page. Let's say in the normal HTML you write index.html, and that will be your first page. And you write, let's say you want to write the about page, you write about.html. So I'm repeating myself what I said. So let us say this first page is the about page. And inside make sure whatever thing you're going to write again has to be in between this parent div with the data role of page. So we are going to create another div, and we are going to give this one data role, an attribute of data role equals header. So this one is going to be the header of our web page, where you can put the logos, navigation bars. So that will be our header. We create another div, and we are going to give this one a data role. So at times guys use it in their own way. Others can put content, and that will also be varied. But for me, I normally use main, and I assign a class of UI-content. So this will be the same, even if you don't include this one and put here content, so it will always be the same. This is where all the stuff that will be displayed on the web page will be placed into. So that's the main area or content area. Remember, we are still inside this parent div having the data role of page. We create another div, and we are going to give it an attribute of data role equals footer, or lowercase, equals footer. Now, so far that's how you set up a page in jQuery mobile. You first write this parent div with the data role of page and cross it this side. Now the rest of the contents or sections will be in between it. So you go on, write the data role equals the header, you cross it, say data role equals main class UI-content. But I told you can write only content here and forget about this class. So that's also another div. These are children. The last one will be data role equals footer. So this is where the copyright information, stuff about the website will be placed. So that's it. That's how you set up a page in jQuery mobile. Now let's first put some content here. I'm going to put h1 and I'm going to call it jQuery mobile. So you can write anything you want. jQuery mobile. And inside here I'm just going to put some fake paragraph, wrong paragraph. So that's a fake paragraph I'll paste. And in the footer I'm just going to put some h4. I'm going to put some copyright symbol. Copyright Oston code Cypher 2017. So let's save this and preview it in the browser. Open in the browser. And we are going to be having such an interface. So right now it's not designed for the desktop. Remember, jQuery mobile is mob first. Now I have some mobile browser emulator here. I'm just going to emulate it in some device. So I'm going to use this one, the most Android devices, screen size devices, or I can use iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, or tablets. So if you want this extension, I'm going to leave the link in the description below so that you also get it. So I'm just going to emulate it here, and I'm just going to place it side by side. So this is how we are going to be running our stuff. So this size is for the most Android devices you'll be using. So this is the setup of the web page. Let's call this one, let's put an H fund. You say home page. Save and refresh here. So my internet is slow, but yeah, on your devices it will be faster. So you are seeing home page. So this is the basic layout. Now remember how I told you, if you want to write another page here in jQuery mobile, you don't have to write again about.html. So what you have to do is, after the first page, let me first reduce on the content so that you guys don't get confused. Refresh here. So I have reduced on the content. So after this first page, are you seeing this first page? When I highlight this div, you see it ends here. Now below it, this is where you put another page. So I'm just going to comment around and I say about page or second page. This is the second page. This is the beauty with jQuery. You just have to be having only one document file to write all the pages you want. So I'm just going to create another div, give it data role. So I'm just repeating the same stuff, data role of page, and all the stuff we talked about will be in between it. So div, I'm going to write this faster because you saw how we did it in the beginning. Header, oh, data role not equals header, slope down div, and we say data role equals main class of UI content. So, and lastly we put a div of data role equals footer. Let's put an H1 here, say about page, oh, H3, say H3, say about page, let me also put some fake paragraphs here. Save it, and here, as I always, I'm just going to put this copyright symbol. So copy, and I say Oston code Cypher 2017. So when we refresh here, check out this. As you can see, we are still on the home page. Why isn't it displaying this other page? So this is the beauty with jQuery mobile. We have created another page, but it's not displayed here. So where is it? So jQuery uses transitions to display pages, or there are different transitions you can use, but this is how AJAX does it. It hides the first page from the second page from this first one. So the first one will always be displayed unless you link to it. So we are going to go in our first page, this home page, and we are going to create an hang tag. So remember, to target all these pages you have to give them IDs. Now let's say the first one, we gave it an ID of home page. Home page, this is the ID. Now we also give this one an ID of about. So you go to the home page, you say hash about. So this is the page you want to go to, and I'm just going to close it, and I say second page. So let's refresh here, and as you can see, we have created this hang tag. Now to go to the second page, remember we have linked it with this ID. The hyperreference is referring to this ID of about, which is we have given to the second page. Now if we click here, you see now you're on the about page, and what you saw was the fade transition. Are you seeing how cool it is using the jQuery mobile framework? Then we can also create here an hyperreference or hang tag, and we say hash. We want to go back to the home page, and we say back. So let us refresh this one, and you will see we are having this back link. When we press back, we shall be taken back to the home page. Are you seeing? So that's how you can easily create pages using the jQuery mobile. Remember, you have not created another file of about.html, homepage.html. We have just used these data rows, the attributes of page, and it has created different pages. So you can go on creating different pages using only this data role, this attribute of data role equals page. So guys, if this tutorial was useful to you, as always, subscribe to the channel Oston Code Cypher, like the videos, share them on different social medias, and I'll see you in the next tutorial when we are doing something more cooler than this. So I've shown you how you can set up pages using the jQuery mobile. Please don't forget to subscribe. Peace.